Hi ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be covering our agenda for January 20th, 2021. So before we can begin, we're going to, again, reminder DWA is going to be next week, so if you have an issue with your Chromebook, make sure you get that in working order. Also, as we mentioned today, I want to see those cameras. If your Chromebook is not working, one more time, take it to school if you have to, even if it's your second, third time. Go ahead and get that in working order. We want to make sure we're all participating in class. So for today, our daily agenda, we're going to continue looking at argumentative essays. We're going to give another crack at it, at the structure. I'm going to be looking at an argumentative example for you guys. We are going to be doing a highlighting and labeling example. That's going to be due this Sunday. And we're really just going to get into the nitty-gritty of what is an argumentative essay again. Oh, sorry guys. Alright, so we're going to break down an argumentative writing. We're going to consider the argumentative writing kind of like a sandwich. We got the goods. The goods are our introduction, which consists of our hook, our tag, our context, and our thesis. We're going to go further in depth. Our body paragraphs, which is kind of like the meat. It's everything in the middle. That's the TIPA, EPAC, and then our counterclaim. And then lastly, our conclusion. That's basically kind of like our final bread. That's our whole sandwich put together. So let's get this bread. We're going to talk about the introductory paragraph. So this is all in one paragraph. So in order to keep our paper all together, keep it nice and strong, we're going to start with our hook. So this is where we're really just going to grab the reader's attention. So I have this example here. At Mendes, red-dyed fingers are a common scene as countless students dip their hands into bags stuffed with spicy and fiery hot Cheetos. Little do they know that they are ingesting chemicals and fats that are harmful to the body and have no nutritional value. So that's just our hook. That's how we grabbed your attention, and you guys had that experience, and you guys kind of remembered being at school with maybe those Cheeto fingers in the morning or the afternoon. So that's where we just grab you. And then our tag, again, is our title, author, and genre. This is where we introduce our sources. Our context, this is our background information. In many schools, there is no debate, and junk food has already been banned. So you're putting that out there, that this is something that is going in the world, it's happening. And then your thesis. This is going to be your claim, and 3 reasons why you stand behind your claim, or 3 reasons why you really just are focused behind your claim, really. So junk food should be banned in schools. That's your claim. That's why it's highlighted. Because, so you're signaling with that because you have 3 reasons. 1, it contributes towards childhood obesity. 2, it lacks nutritional value. And 3, it causes a distraction in school. So this is really what your introduction has, ladies and gentlemen. These 4 parts. This is the bread. All right, let's get to the juicy stuff, the middle. These are your body paragraphs. It's no big deal. You guys got this. So your claims are from your thesis statement. So let's go back. You see these 3 parts right here? Not the claim. That's the first part. The last 3. Childhood obesity, lacks nutritional value, causes a distraction. Those claims are your body paragraphs. So in this first body paragraph, it should be about childhood obesity. Body paragraph 2, we go back, is going to be how junk food lacks nutritional value. Body paragraph 3, if you haven't guessed it, is going to be how junk food causes a distraction in school. So that's what each one's about. That's how we use our thesis for our body paragraphs. Now, TIPA EPAC. I know some of you guys were giving me little weird looks yesterday, and we're going to kind of go through this again. Topic sentence. That's our claim. Our claim is how, in this example, how it causes childhood obesity. Okay? Then you're going to find your evidence. This is where you include your articles. Then you're going to paraphrase it. Then you're going to analyze it. Then you're going to find a second piece of evidence about childhood obesity, because remember, that's our first claim. And then you're going to break it down further and analyze and include. The second body paragraph is the same thing. It's your second reason. So this paragraph is about how junk food lacks nutritional value. Same thing. 2 pieces of evidence. 2 paraphrase. 2 analysis. 1 conclusion. 1 topic sentence. Okay? And then body paragraph 3 is where it gets a little bit funky. Body paragraph 3 is where we have a counterclaim. just as you're done analyzing your second piece of evidence, you're gonna put your counterclaim before the conclusion, okay? So this is just on the third body paragraph. So for our third body paragraph, going back to our thesis, it is how junk food causes a distraction in schools. So we're gonna look at counterclaims. So this counterclaim should be about junk food. It should be about why, what the other side's argument is. So many of you guys, I'm sure, like your Cheetos, you love your junk food in schools, and many of you might even argue that we should have it. So this counterclaim is looking at that. Although many students believe that junk food in schools should be a personal choice, I'm sure many of you do, they are mistaken because it can negatively affect their learning. So that's critical right there. The counterclaim looked at the other side. It looked at the other argument. But it said, even though this is what you think, this is why you're wrong. This is why I'm still right as the writer. Because it can negatively affect their learning. Remember, this paper is about how junk food is bad for you. How it's bad for students. So at the end of this counterclaim, we still highlighted the fact that it can negatively affect your learning. So that's the big takeaway. And then these are some sentence starters. So we could even change this around. So instead of critics argue, we could say students argue that junk food should be a personal choice. They are mistaken because it can negatively affect their learning. We could literally put the sentence into each one of these. It may be true, right here, number 5. It may be true students believe junk food in school should be a personal choice. However, they are mistaken because it can negatively affect their learning. You see how that fits? Doesn't matter where you put it into that sentence starter. Your counterclaim is saying, this is what other people believe. However, this is why I am right. Okay? This is going to go in your third body paragraph. Alright, your conclusion. Do not forget to wrap up this essay. This is not a summary. Your conclusion needs to have a restatement of your thesis. You need to restate your claim and restate your reasons. So you can put all 3 of them slightly worded differently. Do not copy and paste your thesis. I don't want to see that. Okay? Alright. These are things to do not put in your argumentative sandwich. Don't make a peanut butter pickle sandwich. Nobody wants that. We don't want filler terms such as dumb stuff, slang, like, etc. We don't want those types of words. I want you guys, your scholars, your vocabulary should be elevated. Don't use I statements. Don't use statements like, I believe, in this paper I will talk about, in my opinion. I know this is your opinion. I know this is what you guys believe because you're writing this paper. You are the author. I know that's what you believe. Instead of saying I, try to change your sentences so that they reflect your opinions without necessarily saying I. The research has shown in these articles, because of X, Y, and Z, there are other ways to express what you guys are thinking without just saying I. If you have questions on how to do that, talk to me. Talk to Ms. Reyes. Talk to Ms. Arroyo. We'll help you through that. We'll get you some sentence starters. And then last but not least, spelling errors. Google is your best friend here. You guys have been reading your do nows. There are a lot of spelling errors. You don't know why. There's a squiggly red line that tells you guys how to spell stuff. You got this. Alright. Let's look at a finished, so we're going to be looking at a finished argumentative example. We are going to read the sample essay together. You, on your own, are going to use the comment function on Google Docs to label the different parts of the essay, and then you're going to use the key to highlight the different parts of the argumentative structure. So this is the key. So on the left, this is what you're going to label. So you're going to use those comments on Google Docs to say introduction, thesis, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3. Then on the right, you have to actually go in and color them. Yes, you do have to color them these colors. I know they're not the prettiest colors, but your hook is orange from the practice. It's going to be blue for context, etc. So that's what you guys are going to be doing in class. This is going to be due on Sunday, the 24th. You guys got this. Whoops, I moved it. On the 24th, you got this. You'll have time in class to kind of figure it out a little bit more, but you're going to have plenty of time actually to figure it out at home. And then if we have exit ticket, what questions do you want to know? What do you want to know more information about? I do expect there to be comments in class about what you guys need help on, what you're still confused about, or what you have questions on. Alright, if you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see y'all in class tomorrow.